to LA.
And more rain is on the way. Robert Ray has the latest on the conditions only getting wetter on the West Coast.
Heard a thump and thought at first it was an earthquake. That thump turned out to be a giant tree falling against this home in Northern California. It's a scene residents across the region are dealing with after days of severe storms. Crews are now scrambling to clean up the debris as yet another round of rain falls in the state. Officials fear several more inches of rain could cause waterways to overflow.
We have 10 reservoirs, and we currently have 3 reservoirs spilling and potentially a 4th getting close to the top.
This next series of atmospheric rivers also threatens to dump more snow in the Sierra Nevada. Since Monday, ski resorts there have seen more than 5 feet of snow. Forecasters expect another 1 to 2 feet through Friday.
We need the water, and no complaints on my end. It's a little more snow than we're used to, but I'm mad at it.
Further south, people are finally getting relief after days of steady rain. The break in storms is giving crews a chance to clear mud and debris that piled up this week. In Los Angeles, sinkholes and mudslides caused significant damage to homes and roads. Elsewhere, raging floodwaters have left some residents with nothing.
Debris began to take the fence of our enclosure down and just bring in mud, trees, and everything and destroy it.
Despite all of the rain coming in to California, much of it remains in a drought. And up in South California, Fox 32 Chicago.
Shalom, give all praise, Yahweh Shemir, Shabbat Shemir, Kakadash, double honors to the elders and apostles. Men in truth on down, regarding this truth and knowledge. The one Yahweh Shemir shall put in the spirit of the elders and apostles. Men in truth on down, regarding this truth and knowledge, so we can know this truth and knowledge. And call holy Yahweh Shemir, Shabbat Shemir, Kakadash. Give all praise, Yahweh Shemir, Shabbat Shemir, Kakadash. This is going to be about a variety of reports. Continuation of California with rain, sinkholes, flooding, and more potential rain to increase in California. Parts mostly in the northern areas of the south. Streets submerged. Let me read some of the reports.
Brisket is back and better.
Sinkhole swallow car, flood water, swamp towns. As you've seen, submerged cars. Water going up to the windshield and stuff. Swept away a small boy as the U.S. state of California was wrecked by more wild winter on Tuesday. And while the next in a powerful string of storms loomed on the horizon, January 11th. This AP report. Let me see. You had a computer outage that affected nationwide the computers in the airports, and now the resuming is gradual resuming as far as trying to get that in order. You had also a knife incident in France, one of the hubs in France, train hubs in France, man. Incident with that. You had I'll read this one here. This is a continuation relating to storm ravaged California scrambled to clean up the repair widespread damage on Wednesday as the lashing rain eased in many areas. So you had areas that were trying to dry up. As they showed construction workers with dirt, relating to the areas. One of them celebrities, I believe, was Ellen DeGeneres. She was showing how much the water was in the areas where she lived at in different areas, because it hit mostly up northern California. Areas of south too. LA got some areas too as well. So Yeah, Wednesday, as the lashing rain eased in many areas, although thunderstorms led a new atmospheric river to the northern half of the state. That's Fox 32. The other one was AP, which is Associated Press report. Like I said, you had a night incident in the train station in France. And you have just another report, let me see. Yeah, you had the computer outage that affected nationwide. These airports, people left stranded. So they're trying to get that together. So this place is falling apart, man. Then you have some relating to documents with documents relating to Biden. They're talking about. This was related to attack at a busy train station in France as I was speaking. Israel bans Palestinian flying flag. I'll read a little bit of this. This is just various reports. The flag are now banned from public areas. Israel's national security minister announced, saying the flag is connected to the T-word organization. That word. This is the latest move against the Palestinians by the Israeli new hardline government. Itamar Ben-Gvir, newly installed a right-wing minister, tweeted today, I directed the Israel police to enforce the prohibition of flying any PLO flag that shows identification with the T organization from the public sphere, and to stop any incitement against the state of Israel. Since informed Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, government has made several punitive moves against the Palestinian leadership in retaliation for the recent push by the Palestinians for the UN to give an opinion of Israel's illegal occupation of the Western Bank, according to statement that Netanyahu's office, the AP reports, Associated Press, the flag bans is unlikely to pass legal scrutiny, says Israeli lawyer Avogador Feldman to CNN. Someone has to go to the court to get a statement that is a legal order. Israel is withholding nearly Palestinian tax revenue, so instead send the money to victims affected by the military attacks. Israeli government also stripped the Palestinian foreign minister's VIP travel permit last week and broke up a meeting of the Palestinians' parents discussing their children's education, claiming it was unlawful funding by the Palestinian Authority. Israel has faced international criticism for its ongoing occupation of the Palestine. Forced evacuations and home demolitions, as well as a national state law which claims Israel is a country for the Ish people and gives certain rights over others. This had led to Israel being labeled apartheid state by many international human rights groups, etc. Some more news. Let me see. Brazil increases their security in fears of more protests. Brazil's capital is upping security. Supporters of ex-Jair Bolsonaro stormed the Congress and other federal buildings. Government officials also ordered an increase in security in several other major cities over fears of protests from Bolsonaro's supporters. Federal officials say they arrested one of the suspected organizers of the insurrection. The Guardian's report. This one relates to dial 988 for relating to suicide. If anyone in the U.S. experience suicidal thoughts, can call 988 for help. Different reports. So the times we're in, we live in very, times. They talk also relating to the reports relating to the CBDC. There's a few videos that Men in the Truth were putting regarding talking about that. Saying one high official relating to one to the old executives, one of the old the banking of England, and he's seen a certain thing relating to what it looked like and what would be used and what his purpose would be. So that was on one of those video reports that the Man of Truth had. So that's another thing, man. That could possibly be, something around the corner, possibly this year, relating to that. You know what I mean? So only time will tell, but so a lot of things are happening relating to a lot of things going on. This is going to be intensified year. You know what I mean? So one report is talking about a CG. When CG is released, humans will function as walking power sources. Pretty much that the CG will act as an antenna for these people, man. You know what I mean? 5G and 4G is enough. Now you get 6G. We'll read this. This is researchers from the United States, from the University of Massachusetts Amherst, already talking about rollout 6G wireless, which are told to turn humans into walking power source antennas, man. Capitalize the vital visible light communication, which is the VLC wireless version of fiber optics. 6G has a potential to turn human bodies into machines for the use in the common Internet of Things, the IoT, in which free will come to the end and everything exists in the virtual reality metaverse, man. Let's read a little bit of this. U.S. Massachusetts Amherst scientist says that have developed innovative low-cost way to harvest waste energy from the VLC using human bodies as antennas. That energy can be funneled in a wearable device like a mobile watches, possibly large electronic devices. As the VLC is a quite simple, interesting. Ji Jiang, a professor of information and computer science at school, instead of using radio signals to send information wirelessly, it uses the light from the LEDs that can turn on and off up to 1 million times per second. Smart devices and appliances have already created infrastructure for a 6G future. These smart cities, man. Like I said before, the new technology, the emergence of man and technology, and that's literal. Man is going to be the new emergence of technology. Smart man, smart woman. So you're going to be that technology, man. Very little needs to be done on the top of existing 5G to make and envision 6G concept of reality. They got to get really 5G up, because in areas you get 5G, then it goes to 4G, 5G, 4G. You know what I mean? So, you know. Read that again. Smart devices and appliances have already created infrastructure for a 6G future. Very little needs to be done on the top existing 5G infrastructures to make and envision 6G concept a reality. Modern technology includes so-called smart devices, smartphones, smart televisions, smart meters, smart man. That's the ultimate technology. Already laid the groundwork for the quick and easy 6G rollout when the time is right. LD streetlights are case in a point example of the type of VLC leakage that the 6G human power source antennas could exploit to produce more energy. So you're going to be that energy source, man, through the NG. You're going to use that antenna and that source, man. LDs, we're told, to emit a side channel RF signals or radio waves that human antennas could pick up and transmit. Using an antenna designed for coiled copper wire, the team successfully collected those leaked RFs, meaning the human bodies could be embedded with this and other materials to transform them into walk-in radio towers. We already have enough energy source through our spirit, man. So they just tapping into using this, this technology stuff, man. Like I said, the fourth industrial revolution would be the emergence of man with technology, AI. So the man is going to be, the woman is going to be that smart man, smart woman, man. That's the plan. That was a report on that. That's natural news. Get a few scriptures real quick. Let me see. Let me get 2 Timothy's real quick. Go to scripture. But mark this, there will be terrible times in the last days. And those terrible times go to evil times, man. And those terrible times will be evil times. That's the times we're going in. People love of themselves, lovers, money, boastful, proud, abuser, disobedient to their parents, ungrateful, unholy, without love, unforgiving, slander, without self-control, brutal, lovers of God, treacherous, rash, conceited, lovers of pleasure more than the lovers of God, having the form of godliness but denying the power of, and having nothing to do with such people. That's the characteristics of the people that are now, man. You seeing the lack of self-control, the hatred, the iniquity abound, the love of many waxing cold, man. You seeing the characteristic traits of the people, the conceited, the lovers, unholy, ungrateful, brutal, which goes to savage, brutish, man. Brutish in disposition and all these things, treacherous, rash, conceited, lovers of oneself, social media, man. Lovers of themselves, conceited, haughty, high-minded, narcissistic, arrogant, So you're seeing the characteristics of these peoples now, and the times that's going to increase, of these characteristic and traits to increase in the times to come, man. Second Esdras, quick. For many great miseries shall be done to them in the latter times. So you're seeing these miseries, man. You're seeing calamities, atrocities, forms of judgment being set forth, man. The latter times is now shall dwell in the world. That's the inhabitants of the world, because they have walked in great pride, man. Because of their pride, their wickedness, man. So the Lord is allowing these things to manifest upon you, these miseries, these calamities, man. As a form of judgment, a warning of judgment before his coming, man. That's why you're seeing different things happen. You're seeing the breakdown of society, man. Isaiah 24, go to 10, go to that real quick. We'll go to a different variation. There we go. This is GNT, quick. In the city, everything is in chaos. So you see it. In the city, chaos is developing. And the people lock themselves in their houses for safety because they're scared, man. Because what's outside, the chaos, the tyranny, the destruction, things that's happening. I'm going to read that again. In the city, everything is in chaos, man. So everything's disarray, out of order, man. And people lock themselves in their houses for safety because of what's going on outside in that city, man. People shout in the streets because there is no more wine. And that goes to the mirth, the joy, man. Happiness is gone forever. It has been banished from the land. That mirth has been taken, man. That joy's been taken, man. Now a sorrow replacing it, man. The city is in ruin, and its gates have been broken down. You notice when you do videos, all these noises happen. We'll read that again. The city is in ruins, and its gates have been broken down, man. So the city's in ruins, man. It's in chaos. You know what I mean? The fences everything's been broken down, man. And that relates to the city is the city of confusion, which is Babel, man. That's America, man. Which Babel, man, which means a city of confusion, man. Going back to the Tower of Babel, man. Tower of Babel, man. So this city is being broken down, man. It's being broken. So, and that's what you're seeing. Many miseries shall happen in the latter times, man. You're seeing that, man. These are the precursors of that. But this scripture will come in effect when this society completely breaks down, man. This will really come in effect. This is just precursors, man. That's the GNT. Let's get I'll go to Ecclesiastes 3. the same one. This is GNT Ecclesiastes. We'll read from the top. So remember your Creator while you are still young, before those dismissal days and years come when you say, I don't enjoy life. So you get, pretty much seek the Creator while the evils are far away. Dismissal days, evil days, while they're at dismal days, where the days are still at a distance, man. You seek them early. Go to 3. I'll jump down to 3. Then your arms that had protected you will tremble. Your legs now. Let me read that again. Then your arms that had protected you will tremble. Your legs now strong will grow weak. Your teeth will be few to chew. This is a kind of weird translation, but let me get another one. We'll go back to a regular. Read at the top. Remember now thy Creator in the days of the youth, while the evil days come not. And that goes to the dismal days, the evil days, the bad times. That version I read was kind of weird. Now the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. Let's continue. In the days when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease, because there are few. That's the workers, man. And those that look out of the window be darkened, because they see no future and hope. The mirth has been taken. The spirit of mirth has been taken, so they see no hope in future, man. And that's what you're seeing. We're seeing the precursors of that, man. Number 4, and the doors shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low. And he shall raise up a voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music should be brought down low. So the music, the entertainment, the hustle and bustle, the things that makes the society lively, is beginning to cease, man. So the doors are beginning to shut, man. The activity, the things, people working, their businesses, establishments are being shut. And the way these prices are going with food, eggs, for example, man, 10, 15 bucks. Eggs, 6, 7, 8, 9, $10, affecting businesses, for example. This is an example. Places where they have where they need eggs, where they need in different other products that pretty much they need to make certain products for their business so they can profit. If it keeps increasing, they'll be out of business, man. So you're seeing the soar of these prices, man, from pastries to restaurants and stuff. So it's a trickle down effect to the consumer, man. And what ultimately, if it becomes too high, it's going to put them out of business, where their employees are going to be let go, and their business, man, is not going to flourish, man. It's going to be these mom and pop businesses, for example. So them doors are beginning to close, man. They've been shut and closed, man. So you seeing the spirit of that mirth being taken, man. Two and 8, 9. Then the wicked, and then shall the wicked be revealed. The wicked is being revealed, man. It's being exposed, man. The covering cast has been taken off. The veil's been removed to expose who he is, man. The Lord shall consume him with the spirit of his mouth and destroy him with the brightness of his coming. That's the Lord is not going to, the scripture said the Lord is not going to meet thee as a man, man. Even him whose coming is after the workings of Satan in all power. That's the ones in the position of power on earth. Signs and lying wonders, that technology. That's that form of sorcery and witchcraft, which goes into something that may be starting to manifest possibly this year. Only time will tell, but it could happen. So that's the part of that lying wonder, the sorcery, the technology, man, the technocracy, man. Pretty much the state of the development of technology, man. You know what I mean? So the technology is part of that sorcery and witchcraft, man. So that's part of the lying wonders, man. It all forms other avenues of what he uses. The main power is deception, man. That's the main power he uses, deception, man. That's part of the signs and lying wonders, man. So we're seeing those signs, man. This was something short relating to a few articles. Hope it helps in some way. Give all praise, Yahweh Shem Yahshua Shem Rakakadash. I hope it helps. The Zayah Wolf Shalom.